Let me see if I can recap what you just said. I'll make sure I get it. You're saying that we come into a relationship, into a marriage relationship, thinking that there are certain expectations, and those expectations really are coming from our own need, our personal needs, that we bring into the relationship. And the relationship itself isn't going to be the place necessarily that those needs are met.
Right. They may or may not be. And there's also beliefs we just come into. So sometimes it's expectations of what marriage is going to be like, what my husband's going to, or spouse is going to treat me like, or it's just how you grew up. And then how they grew up is different, and that clashes, and what do you do with that? So there's so many nuances to a marriage. It definitely takes God in the middle, or we can't do it.
Well,
It amazes me
Yeah.
and how we educate ourselves on so many things, whether it's our job, but we don't always take the time to educate ourselves on marriage.
That is so
and then we
true.
turn and we wonder why so many marriages are failing. And
Exactly
it's like, well,
right.
we never stop to get wisdom.
Right.
So this book, to me, it lays out some very good foundational points for wisdom, and you could really use it in a small group. I like how you put the workbook at the end.
Right.
So, and you have questions that we can reflect on at the end of each segment. Very well put together. I really enjoyed the read. I'm like, woo, and I feel better, I'm learning and growing myself,
Yay.
and a lot of things you said, it's the things that we walk through day by day.
Yes.
Angel, Christian marriages are at the same percentage of divorces, or even a little tick more than the society.
Right.
Why is that? I mean, why is that the truth?
Well, the good news is I think some of the research now is saying different. So that's the good news, right? But I just think, like me, I just think I'm kind of an ordinary Christian that, like me, even though I had a lot of knowledge in psychology, I didn't have the right heart stance for marriage, what God intended for marriage. I was indoctrinated more by culture than by His Word, even though I read the Word, even though I knew the Word. And I don't think I'm that unusual. And I think until we get our minds and our hearts transformed, it's not in line with Christ. But that's the opportunity of marriage, is we become refined, we become better people. And I say in the book, I'm a more godly woman having gone through our trials in our marriage.